Yo, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're going to be doing something brand new on the channel. So this is SIXX AM and the song Life is Beautiful. And this is a big shout out to Dastin on the Patreon for requesting this one. And actually, you and Russ both have mentioned SIXX AM. I know Russ has been pushing them for them. And this is how we're going to start it. And as always, before we get into this one, if any of you guys have any artists you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and I'll throw them on our weekly Discord vote. And if you want to take part in those votes, third link down below, join the Discord. Also, that's where you can hang out with myself and the entire Arc Vision community. If you want to DM me or ping me, that's how, and I'll be there. And that's it. So let's get into SIXX AM. Life is Beautiful.
There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home.
Hmm. Already, I really love music like this. You guys know, like, I really love emotional rock music, like really emotional, dark, dramatic. I love drama and music. And already, I'm gonna go back 30 seconds actually, or when he starts playing the song, because even the way he opens it, what he said, it's funny. He said something about, like, well, we'll actually get into it, but he said something around the lines of, like, yeah, blood is, you know, where you come from or whatever. And it was just funny because I was listening to a podcast about Buddhism and how the Buddha said, like, life is suffering, and it's like you only find enlightenment, it's like the closer you are to God is how much you've suffered. So it's just funny that, you know, all changes in life happen after suffering. Like, you know, you are who you are. Like, everything you love about yourself, all of your empathy, all of your wisdom, all of your deep friendships, all usually happen after difficult times in life. It's like the suffering is the thing that breaks you down enough that you actually change something in your life. And it's just funny that immediately he opens with that, and then you get into this, like, really nice kind of emotional guitar pattern. And then you get this very well constructed, you know, lead guitar, power chords, and, like, it's like, you know, I don't like boring rock music. Like, actually, I kind of do sometimes. But what I really love is, like, really well constructed rock songs that, you know, have a lot of singing, have a lot of passion. Because, yeah, sometimes metal gets boring. Sometimes just this, you know, the same kind of thing. Sometimes you want that more mid-tempo, driving, emotional rock song. And I find this is already kind of doing a really good job of making me feel like this is going to be a good song. So let's get back into it.
To find your way back home.
Yeah, it's like a very good chord progression here. Arpeggio. Nice impactful drums. Yeah, great lead guitar there. Ooh, man, this is good. Cool guitar.
You can't learn to tell the truth until you learn to lie. Can't breathe until you choke. You gotta laugh and you're the joke. There's nothing like a funeral to make you feel alive. Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life?
Wow.
No one will cry at my funeral.
Okay, so first of all, love this song. Love the energy, love the singer's voice. Just he's a deep dude. A lot of wisdom to just these lyrics. And at the same time, Does this not remind you of like a hard rock version of Come Undone by Duran Duran? Which that is a massive compliment. I think Duran Duran Come Undone's a masterpiece. That's one of my favorites alternative rock, pop rock songs. Like I just think is a masterpiece. And this kind of has, I don't know if it's his voice, the melody and the chorus, but this kind of reminds me of Come Undone. But just like, yeah, and again, both songs are very deep. Both songs are, there's a lot going on below the surface in the lyricism. And that's the biggest compliment I can give this, is it feels like one of the best pop rock songs in the 90s. Like, yeah, this is absolutely incredible. The drumming, the guitar works fantastic, because everything just gels together incredibly well.
I know some things that you don't. I've done things that you won't. There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home. I was waiting for my hearse, walking next with so much rush. It took a funeral to make me feel alive. Just open your eyes.
Yeah.
Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life?
Come Undone.
No one will cry at my funeral.
That even kind of sounds like When I Come Undone.
Alive. Just open your eyes.
He has a great voice.
Open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral?
Yeah.
Just open your eyes.
Great drumming here too. Just
Open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral?
guitar solo. Oh yeah.
When you've lost it all, that's when you finally realize that life is beautiful.
Wow. What a way to finish it, eh? It's funny, I'm actually going through that right now. It's like in the deepest well of suffering, that's when you're set free. Like for example, I have like a side gig I do, right? And this could even go with YouTube too. So I have the side gig and it's pretty stressful. I have a lot of responsibility. And yeah, there's a lot riding on how well I perform doing this, right? And the last 2 days, it's been almost crippling. It's like I almost just can't deal with the stress, the anxiety of if I do something wrong. If I slip up for 1 second, I'm fucked. Like, and it's really intense. And I've been kind of like, it's been kind of wasting away at me. And YouTube has done this to me before too, where it's just been so stressful. And I've been, you know how the loops of stress work, right? It just keeps coming down and like yeah, it was just crazy. Like yesterday was really rough for me. I was just trying to escape my own head the whole day. Like I was like, usually you guys know me, I keep myself in pretty good check, but yeah, yesterday it got so bad I just had to like get high and literally just be like, okay, I need to like reset. And it worked actually, and I was able to kind of put everything in perspective after, it kind of like, because I find, I'm not going to get into that actually. But yeah, and then today I woke up and I was thinking, it kind of came back a bit, and I was just kind of thinking, I was like, because I was listening to that podcast. It was Ram Dass, Richard Alpert, an ex-Harvard professor who turned into a kind of a spiritual yogi. And he was talking about how, yeah, like, you know, a lot of Buddhists would say, like, suffering brings you closer to God. And I look at it like, yes, suffering, it's almost like we hold on to pain for until we can't. And for example, all the stress and responsibility I have, and even my fears about maybe YouTube or something, I can hold on to them for as long as I can hold on to them. And if they're not ripping me apart, I can hold on to them probably for my entire life and live in a low state of chronic anxiety for the rest of my days. That will probably drive away partners and my children one day. And you know how that happens. You probably, parents of yours, fathers, mothers, friends, that low level chronic anxiety, that low level numbness, that depression can push people away from you, right? And what happens is you actually want it to get to a breaking point, because it got to a breaking point today for me where I said, I either quit doing this thing. I'll never do this again. This is just too much. I can't deal with like the repercussions of this. I have to be on all the time. And so what happened was, it got to the point where I was about to quit. I was about to like literally be like, look, I can no longer do this anymore. And it's funny. I had an epiphany in that moment. Okay, you can quit, you can stop doing this, or you can find another way to do this. You can do the same thing, but change your mindset. And it's like, put yourself in a position where you change the way you look at this, or even like you can make some changes to the tangible aspects of this career path, this job, and still do roughly the same thing, but with less consequences. You can find a way to lower the risk, right? And so I thought about that, and it kind of set me free. And I've done this with YouTube before. Like, YouTube had become so much of people's perspectives of me. Like, it got to a point 6 months ago where I was becoming like driven insane and crazy by just, you know, ego and fear, and, you know, worried about the growth of the channel, and, you know, I need to change the content, I need to do this better, I need to do that, I need to switch this, I need to chase this demographic. And then finally it got so insane in my head I felt like I was being ripped apart. It felt like I didn't even know who I was anymore, because I was trying to do I was letting the external world, other people's perceptions of me, how to chase trends, how to get more views, how to get more subscriptions. This was on my old channel. And yeah, it got to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna quit YouTube. Like, I can't deal with this. This is like ripping me apart in the inside. And I'm getting so far removed from who I am and why I even started doing this, that it was in the euphoria of, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit. And I literally was like about to do it, and then again a voice kind of came in my head, and it's like, okay, you can quit, and that's okay, you can do that, or we can find a new way to do this. We can get back to doing it for us, and not letting other people's perceptions rule you and turn you into something you're not. So that time I said, fuck it. If I'm going to quit this anyway, what do I have to lose? You know what I mean? If I quit, I don't get anywhere. This is done. The subscribers are done. The growth is done. So how about you just do this the way you want? Maybe you'll get lower growth, but it's better than nothing. It's better than walking away from it. And so that's when I kind of started getting back to just doing what I want to do. And I feel like it's like that happens to all of us in relationships. Like, it's almost like sometimes if you're with a partnership with someone and you're kind of codependent with them, and it's driving you crazy because you're giving up so much of yourself, or there's so much anxiety, or you're terrified of her cheating on you, or him cheating on you, or whatever it is, whatever fears you have, you know, it's when it gets to that boiling point, that breaking point, that you're like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to break up with her or him. You know what I mean? It's at that time that another idea can come in, because you've fully allowed yourself to let go and walk away, that you can go, you know what, actually, I do want to stay in this relationship, but it's on my terms now. Not like you're being a bully, but I'm not going to lose my integrity anymore. And I'm not going to let her too as well, because it's almost like if both of you go, yeah, we can break up right now. Or in this place of breaking up, in this place of being okay with walking away. Because once you're okay with walking away, the codependency is cut. It's severed, right? Because you're able to walk away. All the codependency is, I can't live without this person, right? That's the hypothesis of it. I can't live without this job. I can't live without this paycheck. I can't live without this person. I can't live without this reputation, whatever it is. It's like once you actually walk away from that, there's no more codependency. And then you can actually be like, okay, do I actually even enjoy this? Was there anything good in this relationship? You know, it's been shitty for so long, I forgot. Is there anything salvageable? Is there anything salvageable in this career path? Is there anything salvageable in whatever it is? And it's like after you hit that rock bottom, you can it sets you free in a way that you never expected, because you were so terrified of the very thing happening that you're about to do on purpose. You were afraid of losing your job, losing that relationship, losing whatever it is. Now you're actually prepared to walk away from it. And that's what sets you free, because that fear doesn't have a hold on you anymore. Right? It's been huge and transformational for me, for sure. But anyway, thank you very much, Dastin. This was a brilliant song. Love the passion in the singer's voice, and I just love the instrumentation. I thought this was just an amazing rock song. Just deep, fun, catchy. Again, it's like I very much feel like the chorus is inspired by Come Undone in a very powerful way. And what better thing to do than be inspired by some of the best choruses of all time? Some of the most incredibly well-written melodies, right? Of the 80s, of the 90s, of the 70s, right? It's like so many choruses nowadays are boring. It's like, go back to the beauty of a time when, man, you had some of the best chorus writers out there. You know what I mean? Just some of the best songs just stuck in your head, fill you with emotion, fill you with feeling, right? The Heroin Diaries soundtrack. Wow. That's deep. Off of SIXX debut album, The Heroin Diaries. Wow. Life is Beautiful tells the true story of how Nikki SIXX was declared dead after overdosing. Wow, so this is very deep. Wow. You can feel the rawness, the realness. I feel like so much music doesn't give me any feeling anymore. I get like no feeling from a lot of music nowadays. And this, yeah, I really felt this. My neck is actually really hurting. I woke up with a really bad kink in my neck, which is why I usually get more like into these things. But I can confidently say that this blew me away. If I didn't have my neck just throbbing in pain right now, I would have been like going nuts. Like, this was just an amazing song. But yeah, just the lyrics are everything I just talked about. Yeah, you can't quit until you try. You can't live until you die. That's what I was talking about. You can't live until you die. And dying is walking away from the job, walking away from the relationship. That is dead. You can't live within that until it's dead to you. You can't learn to tell the truth until you learn to lie. 100%. You can't say yes until you can say no. That's a truth that no one understands. It's like all these people are like, oh yeah, I'm choosing. It's like, no, you're not, because you're terrified of saying no to anything. It's like you just kind of walk through life letting other people push you over and make decisions for you. You think you're agreeing. You think you're saying yes, but you have no ability to say no. You don't even know what yes feels like. Yes is not sure. Yes is fuck yeah. I want to do that. Not many people live a life like that, in that kind of energy space. Most people just go, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll come. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll do that. Okay, I guess, yeah. It's like not many people choose. So that's brilliant. You can't breathe until you choke. You gotta laugh when you're the joke. There's nothing like a funeral to make you feel alive. Yeah. It's funny, man. It's fucking deep. Man, Nikki SIXX, man. Wise dude. Who wrote this one, though? Was it Nikki SIXX? Did he write the lyrics? James Michael, Nikki SIXX. So all of them. Makes sense. James Michael. I like his voice a lot. You open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Where you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral. Shit. Wow. Yeah. Have you touched any lives enough that people will care when you're dead? Yeah, it's fucking deep. Shit. Masterpiece, Daston. Amazing rock song. Amazing rock song. In fairness, I wouldn't. This is how I'll articulate it. I don't know if I'll say it's a masterpiece, but it is incredible lyricism. I don't know how you could do better at trying to do this song. You know, that's what I'll say. Because like when I'm talking about masterpiece, I'm thinking Parkway Drive Chronos kind of stuff. Like, you know, 6-minute song, 1-minute guitar intro, like beautiful thing, and then repeating that guitar motif, and then, you know, coming into the verse of the song chorus and have it like a 2-minute guitar solo fade out, and then you think the song's over, and then it just builds and builds and builds, starts chanting, and then the last 3 minutes the song is cellos and violins and a massive 3-minute guitar solo. Like that's what I have to be mindful of when I throw around the word masterpiece. It's like, okay, that is what I consider a masterpiece. It's like just songs that evolve and just give you goosebumps. And this, I think, is an incredible, this might be a masterful rock song. You know what I mean? It's pretty short, it's 4 minutes long, but I think it does what it's trying to do masterfully. That's all I'll say about it. So great song, Daston. And what do you guys think of it? Let me know down below. Also, if you guys enjoyed anything I talked about in this video, I talk about a lot of this kind of stuff on my podcast, and I have musicians on, I have my friends on, I have, yes, psychological people, spiritual people, I have a lot of different kinds of people, but the podcast is mostly just about human nature, life, our modern world, depression, suicide, things we all kind of go through, things that we know people, you know, it's a very deep podcast. So if you want to check that out, I have that link down below to my vlog and podcast channel. It's just called Anton Zachor. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any song requests for me and you want to check out any of our full album reactions, right now we're doing one to Volbeat, their new record. If you want to check that out, first link down below, join the Patreon with everybody. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like and leave a comment. And that's it. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.